Hey there, it's Power Coach Alishia here. Your source of fun, funny, exciting, entertaining, and educational coaching with a twist of tough mama bear, no fluff, no hand-holding, no bullshit love. I am your speaker, your author, your trainer, your direct sales coach, and I am here to help you this week organize your life. So you are not going to be able to see me because I am actually showing you my calendar. So hopefully this isn't too crazy. I don't know what this looks like on Facebook. I've never done anything like this before. So let me open up Facebook on a new tab. Oh my God, you didn't hear any of that. I should probably start it over again. Did you guys hear that? Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna leave really quick and come back. Oh, this is stressful because you can't see me. Oh, there's 7 people here. Can you guys hear me okay? Did you guys hear any of that? I don't think you did. Oh, you did hear me and all of that announcement? Okay. Okay, cool. So hold on. I just want to go over to my Rockstar Direct Sales page and see what you guys see. Obviously, you guys don't see me, which makes sense because I'm in the middle of sharing my screen, but I've never done this before. I've never shared my screen while being live on Facebook. While you guys are waiting for me to figure out what the fuck I'm doing, please type, okay, yeah, you only see my screen. Please type life in the comments to get your 3-day life tracker. So go ahead and type life in the comments. 3-day time tracker. Good thing I wasn't talking shit to anybody, right? Since you guys could hear me. So if you do that, then Facebook's going to send you a message so that you can get that. Today needs to be screen shared because you need to be able to see how I set up my calendar and really organize my life. So as you can see, actually, let me bring this over here so I can make sure that when I click on something, what you guys see. Hi, Shantae. What's up, Chris Workman and Celia and Shamanda? What's up? What's up? Hi, Marcy. Hi, Amy. Hi, Don Hudson and Sandra C. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I have my Google Calendar set up by color codes. Now, you can easily see down the left side all the different calendars that I have. Now, while you're looking at the screen right now, there's nothing on it. But if I was to click Power Coach Alishia, you guys can easily see that this is everything I have for Power Coach Alishia. So this tells me and my family that I don't have a live in my office, but this is what I'm doing in the background. Now, this does not have thanks, Mercy. This does not have every single task that I'm doing. It has the main things that I want my family to know is going on. So like, at 12:30, this is all in Eastern, but at 12:30 my time, I'm checking in with my team, I'm cleaning out my email, I'm checking my Asana tasks, I'm looking at my admin tasks, all the things, right? Then I have an hour every day for me to train on my own stuff. On Mondays, I have a meeting, a company meeting, and then any coaching sessions that I have, or anything that's gonna let them know that I'm busy or on a call, or on the next one, you'll see it says Alicia's Lives. Anytime I have lives, they go under this. Hi, Anitra. Can you guys see this okay? So anytime I have lives, they go under the lives. So for the Direct Sales Success Academy, I just did the Rock Seat coaching, and now I'm doing the Rockstar Direct Sales Masterclass. This makes it to where I don't have to constantly tell my family, okay, I'm getting ready to go live, I'm getting ready to do this, I'm getting ready to do that, everybody shut the hell up, why the fucking dog's still out, right? Because generally, as you'll see in just a minute, my schedule is extremely back-to-back. And even though you see holes in my schedule where it looks like I'm not doing anything, can you guys see my screen? Yes? Just type yes in the comments if you guys can see my screen. I'm looking on Facebook right now and I can see my screen. So it should be good to go, but I just want to check in with you guys. Anything that has a hole, I'm working on back-end stuff is what I call it. And that's fine. My family can come in and out. They can chat to Kathy, whatever. So I don't have my like stringent tasks that I have on this, right? I hope that makes sense. Because if I did that, this would look like a fucking shit show. If I had, emails that I'm editing, if I had all of that stuff as part of my calendar, it would be nuts. So I only put like lives or, like I was saying, coaching sessions, or if I'm training, that's there. I also have my Alisha me days. I call it my morning thrive time. So this says from 10:30 a.m. to 2 because, again, it's in Eastern, but it's actually from 8:30 a.m. to noon is when I'm doing my morning thrive time. That's when I'm working out. That's when I'm whatevering. Like, that's my morning time. Journaling, meditating, getting ready for the day. It happens between 8:30 and noon. And then you can easily see, too, the color is weird. It's hard to read it, but I had my eyelashes today. Tomorrow I'll have nails. And so that definitely messes up my morning time because that's taking up space where I would have normally been journaling or meditating. And it does jack it all up, but it is what it is. So also you'll see on here that I have 750 words. I usually write 750 words every single day, but I wanted a slotted time for that. It takes me roughly 11 minutes to write 750 words, but I do have it blocked out for 30 minutes because sometimes I do get distracted and I need to copy and paste something that I typed into a task in Asana and, map it out or keep it straight or whatever. So you'll find this is organizing your life. We'll talk about organizing your biz, and then we'll talk about organizing your life and biz coming up. But I wanted to share this with you because I talk a lot about the OOI to the third power, which is you, your partner, your kids, your business, and then everything else, right? So you'll see along the left side that I have Ignite Your Love. That's for my pure romance business. So if there was anything this week for that, you would see that. You would also see if we had anything this week like date night or anything like that planned, that would be on the calendar here. If Two Bro actually had something scheduled, you would see that on the calendar as well. So if I were to go back to a time that Two Bro was actually still going, see? You would see all of their schedules. It's only a summer business. So you would see all of their stuff. This is my son's business that my husband also does as well. And so their calendar is pretty busy. So it allows me to see, why are you not changing? Oh, because it's showing me the whole week. It allows me to see what the hell's going on, when, where, all of that. This was my week off. So I don't know, we were flying somewhere or I was flying somewhere. You could see massages, different things that we did when we were on vacation. So yeah, that's all that fabulousness. So now if I was to click this next one, which is team one-on-ones, I can see what my team is doing, when they are doing it, who they are talking to, what they are supposed to be doing. So I wanted to layer this up so I could really show you. Now the next one I'm going to do pretty quick because it actually has personal information on it. But for like my kids, the Willie fam stuff, it has like all of their stuff, their school, feeding animals, cooking dinner, family dinner time, all of that on there. So my calendar actually has all of that on there all the time. So this is Google Calendar. And what you want to do first and foremost is create, I can never remember how to create a calendar. Is it under settings? I don't know. I don't even remember how I did. Oh, add a calendar. So you obviously you have to have a Gmail, and then you are going to go to settings, and you want to set it all up on the computer first and foremost, and then download Google as an app on your phone and log in. So once you create, like if I wanted to create another calendar, I just come here and I'd click create new calendar, and I would title it whatever. And then actually it should be life coaching, right? Because I would want to see the difference between business coaching clients and life coaching clients. I'm the owner. So when I do that, it's going to kick over to my calendars, and it should. Is it there? What are you doing? Haha. And then usually it'll pick its own color. So it did. It picked like a lighter purple. So if I wanted to add something to today, like, ew, coaching, let's say I don't do my calendar like this. If it's a client, it actually goes through my scheduling system. But let's say it was for tomorrow, right? I would choose life coaching. And if, let's say Morgan went through my scheduler and put all of her information in and I set it up the way I wanted it, it will actually kick through, and Morgan would, any of my life coaching clients are actually going to be this lighter purple on my calendar. So it makes it easy for me to go, okay, I'm coaching this person at this time, that person at that time, I'm doing training at this time, my team's doing this stuff over here at that time. Oh, and I'm actually life coaching from 7 to 8. It allows me to shift gears. So I actually like to segregate what it is that I'm doing. Yes, I could obviously add life coaching under this fluorescent pink task, or like the brighter pink task, but right now I still have business coaching clients, direct sales clients, and I want to be able to, like I said, keep that separate so that I know what the hell's going on. For me, it just makes it a lot easier. So this would have actually said Morgan's name and then colon, you know, whatever, life coaching session. That way I would know, and it makes it easy on me to keep my stuff straight. So I don't know what happens. Part 2 to organizing your life masterclass. It could not, obviously, stop screen share and then come back to the video. Hopefully that gets changed soon. But so this is your continuation on, if you haven't seen part 1, I highly recommend that you check that out after this. But that's how I organize my calendar. So you can now easily see how I keep everything straight. And it seems a little crazy because it's like, I do have a lot going on. So it seemed like, how the hell does she keep everything straight? That's because the main things that I need to be part of for everything that I'm doing is on that calendar. But when it comes to organizing my business and my day-to-day tasks or paying bills, or, hey, Marcy, will you grab the link to this video and drop it in the comments of the other video and also blast it out for me so that they know so that they know that I didn't realize it was going to end it, that this is part 2. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Yep, that's what happens. All right, so that's how I keep everything organized day to day with everything that I have going on, making sure that the family is on point. They know what's, they know what's going on. They know what to expect, because here's the deal. If they don't know what to expect, what ends up happening is major stress. So I have attempted to show my girlfriends, teach them how I keep my husband up to date on what I'm doing. Most every godforsaken child has a cell phone, right? So why wouldn't you create this calendar like what I just showed you and link it to their phones? That way, if you're getting ready to get on a call, it pops up. It lets them know. If you're at a party, or you're working, or you're not going to be there, or you're out with the girls, it pops up. It lets them know. Like, why wouldn't you have the family all together so you're not constantly like, hey, this needs to be done, that needs to be done, I'm going here, I'm going there. It creates a complete shit show when you don't have things organized. I mean, a complete shit show. And how bad would it suck if every single time that I went to go live, I had to come out 15 minutes earlier, tell my family, hey, I'm getting ready to go. Like I'm usually on calls, so that would be crazy. So then I'd have to pick up my phone during a coaching session, text my husband, tell him to get the house together, like, because I'm coming out, but I can't come do it because I'm on a coaching session. How crazy would that be? Or the kids coming in, bursting into my room and my sacred space where I coach and being like, hey, Mom, and I'm in the middle of a coaching session. Then I'm going to be irritated with them. Then they're going to feel bad. For your 3-day time tracker. Yeah, so then they're going to feel bad. Well, also, how does Daniel know when to have dinner ready if he doesn't actually know what my schedule is for the day? He doesn't really know when I'm going to be off. Did I extend my schedule today? Did I add an extra call? Well, what if I forget to tell him he gets dinner done and I have another hour of calls or back-end work? not usually back in work. So let's just say calls. Well, if the calendar is set up like what I showed you guys in part 1, and he's getting notification to cook dinner, and he pulls it up and he checks the calendar and he can see that I have nothing scheduled for calls or lives after 6 p.m. our time, then he knows he's on track to cook dinner. So I have everything. So under the Willie Fam calendar, just to kind of tell you on a day-to-day basis, since we homeschool our kids and Daniel does the homeschooling, they do school from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They take a couple breaks and they have lunch about halfway through or right around noon. I have the feed animals on the calendar every day at 5 p.m. So that pops up. It pops up on the kids' phone too, because they're the ones that feed the animals. I have Daniel scheduled to, this can be backed up by an hour. Daniel's actually scheduled to cook dinner right around 5:45 p.m. every night because I was going to be working later, but now I can back that up. He can make dinner earlier, we can eat earlier. It works out great. And then I have family dinner time on here when I'm expecting the kids to be at the table and not playing video games and not gallivanting around our town and sitting down ready to eat together, because we don't get a lot of time together during the week. It's busy. So all of that is set up. And then lunchtime is also on here so that the kids, if they have their phone, they know when they're going to lunch. But if they don't have their phone and Daniel's phone buzzes, then they know, okay, they look up, oh, it's 11:45, it's time to eat. You know what I mean? So they have all of this. They have my schedule so that like my morning time, all of those things I showed you guys in part 1 of this, they can see that. So they know that, starting at 8:30, what the process is, how things happen, the new consistency to our life. My kids have access to all of the calendars. So if we have date night planned, it's popping up on their calendar. If we're going out and doing a family thing, it's popping up on their calendar. If my kids want to know what we're doing for family time, all they have to do is go to Friday and look what's scheduled. If nothing's on there, we ain't doing shit. But usually we do family days Friday from 1 to about 5 p.m. So they can go and see, is this week Top Golf? Is this week bowling? Are we going to see a movie this week? Are we doing family games at home? Is it rock band? Like, what are we doing? So they know what to expect too. They want to know what time their practice is. All they have to do is go to Friday and look what time their practice is. They want to know what time their games are on Saturday. All they have to do is go to Saturday and see what time their games are. All of that is on the calendar. I used to do what's called an off week every month, where I would just be 100% off work. It didn't always really work that well because I absolutely love what I do, and there's a lot of stuff that always needs to get done. So now I'm doing what's called a reset week. Well, the kids can easily see in the calendar when my reset week's going to be. They know on a reset week that I'm going to be way more available. They're going to be able to come chatty Cathy with me a lot more. All of the things. They know that because they know what it means, right? So it's in there. They don't have to ask, or are you going to be working this weekend? I actually don't put in when I work on the weekend, but usually I'm off on the weekend. If we're going on vacation, they'll be able to see where it is in the calendar. Now, Daniel has a blue section in the calendar. And so the blue section tells everybody, Daniel has a tattoo, Daniel's going to do this, Daniel's going to do that. Sometimes he'll go and drive Uber. Well, that's usually scheduled in on the calendar, so it can pop up and the kids can see, okay, Dad's driving Uber, Mom still has an hour of work, so I can't ask for shit. So it really does create such an awesome family dynamic, because there isn't, well, how could he not know? And I can't believe he just told me at the last minute that he made this decision and he was going to do that, but he made the plan a week and a half ago. How did he not know that I was going to get my nails done when I've told him 6 times, or that I had a girls' night and I've told him 7 times? It doesn't matter. Just put it in a family calendar. Do you know how long it would actually take to set this up? If you have a Gmail, you go to Google Calendar.com or whatever the fuck the URL is, right? Log into Gmail. You click settings in the top right, and you set up all your calendars. So your parties would be one color. If you have team meetings, I would do them another color. When you're at work, I would do that another color. Let's say you had a day job. If you're for your hour power me day, stuff like that, that's going to be another color. Your partner, whatever they have going on, that's going to be another color. I do my kids' extracurricular activities under our Willy Fam calendar. So you just do a blanketed calendar that's called Willy Fam. But if you have too many kids, or if you have kids in too many things, maybe Susie's going to be this color and Jack's going to be this color. Whether it's a game or practice, it's this color, but then that becomes a clusterfuck. But if you want to do that, you could do that, right? You could color code this shit all the way down to where Jack's practices are blue, dark blue, his games are light blue. Susie's practices are dark pink, Susie's games are light pink, or whatever it is. And now they're going to know that it's a practice or it's a game, or your partner's going to know, or if you have a house assistant and they're running your kids all around, you could give them access to the kid's schedule. They know right where to pick the kid up. They know right where to take the kid. They know exactly what to do. And you're not trying to text addresses and be like, go here, do this, do that, or can you go? It's on the calendar. Our house runs like a pretty well-oiled machine because this calendar is everything. And you have to put it in the calendar. And yeah, there's been a chunk of times where Daniel's like, oh, I'm doing this. And I was like, that's not on the calendar. Or he's like, oh, I'm doing this. I was like, did you even look at the calendar first? We're going to see Bad Boys. You can't schedule that at that time. Bad Boys was in the calendar first. You better move it around. Should have looked in the calendar first, right? Like, I don't know what to tell you. We're going to see Bad Boys with or without you, sort of conversation. It was already in the calendar. Why didn't you look before you made the schedule for the tattoo? You know, and so there are those situations where we all have to retrain ourselves. Not really me. I live by a calendar, but my family has to train themselves to look at the calendar and know what's when, so they know when to plan stuff. So I wanted to share that with you because I do get asked a lot, you know, and it's like, well, how do you keep everything straight? I don't have to. I just put it in the calendar. And the stuff that repeats, repeats. Now, I do use a scheduler for my business. So as the team is scheduling calls, as you guys are going and scheduling calls with me, it instantly pops up on my phone. Instantly. So like, for example, if Morgan actually went and booked a life breakthrough session with me, it would pop up on my calendar as soon as she was done. As soon as she was done. So it keeps my calendar instantly updated with time-sensitive things like that. We don't do a lot of manual scheduling here because manual scheduling gets all fucked up. So if you've ever booked a strategy session or if you have a coaching session with us, you know we have an entire scheduling system. I'm able to see everything my team's doing, who they're talking to, when. I'm able to follow up and check in on that. But flip side, my team isn't really able to see what I'm doing except for the team members that actually need to know. Now, we do some manual scheduling, like if I need to have my schedule rearranged, Marcy's my executive assistant, so I'll shoot her a message and be like, I need you to move this session, or, you know, they canceled and they want to rebook for this time. Can you do that? Okay, that's still done through the scheduler, but that's more manual, right? I have to have a scheduler because if you guys were sending me messages saying, hey, I want to do a session and da-da-da-da, and then I got to put that in, it would be a shit show. So everything is instant. Anytime you guys book a strategy session with any of us here, it instantly goes on our calendar, and it always goes on my calendar. So yes, my kids can also see when my team members have calls and stuff, and so can Daniel, but they've learned to ignore it. They've learned that when it says, you know, with Power Coach team or whatever, that it's not important for them. Like, they don't even need to worry about it. Let me think. What else? I think that that's about it. It's how we rock all day, every day. And in the season of the boys and their business, and by the way, all of my boys' clients also schedule through my scheduler. We do a lot of manually scheduling in our scheduler system, but that's what helps keep it all straight. So if we have the clients like email and all that kind of stuff, then we put them through the scheduler. They'll get that confirmation email, but it still pops over on our calendar. So if Daniel's out doing bids with the boys and they're booking jobs, they're popping right up on my calendar as those jobs are coming through. So I know what's going on. I also get a confirmation email. It makes it so much easier. Without this calendar system, our household would be a complete shit show in all ways. the dogs wouldn't eat on time, dinner wouldn't be being cooked because time gets away from us. Daniel may be drawing or practicing tattooing or training in his tattoo course or, you know, outside, like literally would be a freaking shit show. But then his phone pops up and says, time to cook dinner, you know, and so he's off cooking dinner. And then it's like, okay, the phone pops up about an hour later and it's like, okay, family dinner time. If the kids were in the middle of anything, like I said, if they're up at the lake or they're around, it pops up as like, oh shit, I have 15 minutes to be home because it's family dinner time. So it really just, it makes it so much smoother. And this was derived from daily shit shows and arguing and chaos and the fucking dogs everywhere and, you know, everything just being nuts. Now it's not. By the time I sit down to go live, they're always, most of the time, animals are put away, my music's on in the background, it's quiet, it just makes things run so much smoother. So I hope that helps you guys. Anitra says, I love using my electronic calendar to keep all activities straight. When people ask me if I have a plan on certain days, I always tell them, let me check my calendar. It makes it super, super easy. Even with my busy, crazy life, I can easily go to any given day and go, okay, oh yeah, I can meet you at 6, or no, I have so much going on that day, I can't do that. And it's so easy. I know exactly what's going on. But yeah, any given day, my calendar looks like this. Saturdays look like this. So here's what's even more cool. You guys see that lighter color? I didn't show you that earlier. That lighter color is our extended family schedule. So that's if we're having family dinner, like with my brothers and my sister-in-law, my mom, that's there. If we're doing a birthday at somebody's house, that's where that is. If we are going out as a family to see, go to the pumpkin patch and haunted houses, that's there. If my niece has a basketball game, that's there. What time, what location, my nephew's basketball games, all their sports go in. So it doesn't matter what household you live in, you can go to the calendar and always see what everybody's kids are doing. So if you have time or you're in the area, whatever, you can go to their game, or you can get up early and make a plan to go to their game. It's seriously a beautiful thing. So we don't just use this for our households, we use it all around. So we all know what everyone's doing as far as what we all want to be a part of, right? Like if my brother and sister are going, my brother and sister-in-law are going on a date, I can't see that. We only put stuff on the joint family calendar that either pertains to the children or that we're all doing together. So it works out great. Indeed. Oh, you guys are saying a lot of stuff. Google calendars. I can't screen share my screen again or it's going to kick me off. But once you create the calendar, Google usually chooses the color for you. If you want to change it, just click the drop down next to it. Remember, you want to, and it's better to, and I think you might have to, set it all up on a computer first, and then you just log into the GooCal app. That's what it's called in the App Store, GOOCAL. It stands for Google Calendar. I'm just on Facebook right now. I'm not using any software. Sometimes I use BeLive, but I've noticed it's gotten really pixely lately. And so it's really freaking hard for you guys to see, or like blips out. So I'm just on Facebook now. But you can still pin announcements to the top when you're on Facebook. All right, you guys, before we jump off here, I do have something awesome for you, just in case you guys have not seen it. It's 100% free. I'm not all the way done with the website, but it's fine. It'll be good enough for now. If you click something and it takes you nowhere, then that means I'm not done with it, that part. If you go to powercoachalishia.com/start here, well, start dash here, I have now penned that in the comments, powercoachalishia.com/start dash here. You guys can click that link, and and it's also in the description of this video, and you just enter your information and you'll be able to choose your track for coaching/training. Now it's either going to be a direct sales coaching track, life coaching track, or if you're not a direct seller, which you guys here are, but when we move to the new page, you won't be. Not everybody will be, I should say. Or maybe you're not a direct seller, but you have your own business. You can choose your training tracks. Here's the thing. I make it very clear on the direct sales page, do not choose more than one track. Over half of you guys ignore my my requirement with that, and I go through and remove you from all the other tracks. If you are on the life track, I know that means that's what you need. I remove you from all the other tracks. One, that's the rule, one track at a time. Why are you going to overwhelm yourself anyways? You're not going to do the work on 17 tracks. Two, you need to complete the track, right? The whole point of my free training program that we have spent an ungodly amount of hours designing for you guys is to help you take bite-sized action every day with one focus. If you're on 16 tracks, you're not taking bite-sized action and you're not having one focus and you're not going to do it anyways. Follow the process. I have it set up like that for a reason. And if you choose more than one track, I will say it again, I will remove you from the other ones. But don't make me spend my time doing that, right? That's really actually a waste of my time. If you truly want to get ahead in your business, if you truly want to shift your mindset, follow the damn rules, okay? We've worked really, really hard on getting everything set up. There are some clunky things that are not quite working. We are aware of them. We're doing our best to get them fixed. The life track is 12 weeks long and it's fully completed. The direct sales track will be 20 weeks long. It is not fully completed. The booking track is fully completed on that, but we're putting the, finishing touches on each of the other tracks because we have booking, hostess coaching, Facebook selling, recruiting, and leadership for direct sellers. And then the life coaching track is just one track. We have to write all of these emails, edit all of these emails, set all the emails, make sure they're badass, give you links to books on Amazon, this and that, all the things that we're doing to make it awesome. So if you started the tracks and you got day one, congratulations, hang out. We're working on it. If you should already be at day 2 or day 3, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it, but I'm working on it. If you are, again, those of you guys here are not a non-direct seller, but let's say somebody is watching who's not a direct seller but does have their own business. Again, we're working on that track as well. That will actually be the last track we set. Life is completed. Direct sales is next. That will be completed by next Thursday. And then the non-direct seller track will be finished after that. That brings me to some changes that we're making here at Rockstar Direct Sales, as this is now one of the divisions of AWE and Power Coach Alishia. We are shifting some things around. So because life coaching is my passion, my focus, really what lights up my soul and truly where I want things to start going for me, you guys can still hang out with me every Wednesday, but there's going to be a couple of changes. One, it will be at 7 p.m. Eastern. 2, it'll be on my other page, which is Power Coach Alishia. I'll put that in the description too. I don't remember it is. Here's the thing though. There will still be lives here on the Rockstar Direct Sales page. It's just happening with Miss Marcy. So she is going to still be doing a couple of lives a week. I'll be doing 1 live a week under Unapologetically You. I'm launching 2 podcasts under Unapologetically You. One is a relationship podcast with Daniel, and then the other one is called Unapologetically Authentic. So there's that. We are going to be putting the direct sales. Oh yeah, the page is called Unapologetically You. We are going to be putting the direct sales podcast back on track. But that will be just a little while as well. Again, that's happening with the Rockstar coaches. So you are going to see me around. It's just going to be in my element, in my light. We do have some awesome stuff coming up for you as direct sellers. So this is just to let you know you're going to see things shift, but Rockstar Direct Sales is here. It's a division. There's life coaching now. We're launching a new division that is Facebook management. So we're really excited about that. I'm getting booked to speak on podcasts. I'm being booked to speak. So I have to make space for this stuff. And I talk to you guys about that all the time. The MBA to life mastery, the M is making space, right? That's always the first step to call in what it is that you want to attract and receive. Well, there wasn't space in my life or in my calendar for me to step into my power as a life coach and speaker. So first of all, I had to make the space. And then second is being open to it as it comes to you. And for me, that's been a little hard because I'm like, what are my direct sales clients going to think, right? Because I do a lot of life coaching here at Rockstar Direct Sales. And at the end of the day, though, you're really driven on what can I do for my business? What can I do for my business? What can I do for my business? I know a lot of you guys are going to do the life coaching and continue on with the direct sales custom coaching as well, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want you to do. I'm just showing up in that element of the life coaching portion of it. I have a fuck ton of direct sales training out there. There's no need for me to create any new training under my Rockstar Direct Sales division. Everything that you could possibly need to take your business to the highest of levels is there for you, right? So that just comes, are you going to do one-on-one coaching? Are you going to do the Direct Sales Success Academy? Are you doing the 90-day Direct Sales Jumpstart? Are you buying one-off trainings at directsalestrainings.com? Like, that's just up to you to decide where you're going to get that information from me, right? But it's all here, it's all readily available, and it will help you take your business to the next level. But for the day-to-day, getting you that spark and that fire and that other perspective, that's why we're keeping 2 lives a week for Rockstar Direct Sales and, you know, the different groups. And relaunching the podcast eventually. We shall get there. I don't know what I was going to say. Excuse me. So with that being said, definitely go to powercoachalishia.com, put in your information, choose your track. That is a great way to get started. That's a great way to get you on the right track to where you want to be. I appreciate all of your love and support and showing up for yourself and being part of the division of Rockstar Direct Sales. And I hope and invite you to add to your world as well and be part of the Unapologetically You division, because you can't build a successful direct sales business without getting your mind right. Your mindset is actually 80% of your success, and 20% is taking the right action. So if you're all fucked up in your head, then you're not going to take the right action, right? If you're having issues everywhere else, sabotaging your success, you know, feeling guilty because you're taking time for yourself, your business isn't going where you want it to be, you find that you have lack mentality, all of those things, that's why the life coaching division must be like out there, right? That must be the forefront. Because if I can help you get your mind right, your success in direct sales will come because you have all the training. But if you have all the training and your mindset's fucked up, your success won't happen, right? That's like putting the cart before the horse. So I'm excited because there's so much fab saucery. My Direct Sales World Conference is in Salt Lake City, Utah on April 9th. I'm going to be doing one of those a year, so there's that element, right? I'm doing my Surviving to Thriving tour that it kicks off on June 8th, 2020. We'll be on tour for 40 days, so make sure you guys are paying attention because we will be in a tour stop in your area, and if we're not, there will be a streaming option for those of you guys that are not in the area. And then in the fall, we're doing the Unapologetically You conference. So there's just so much badassery coming, and I want you guys to be a part of all of the things. So with that, next week is actually supposed to be organizing your biz masterclass, but I'm going to edit this and I'm going to kick off Unapologetically You. So next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, is that the right time? Yep, 7 p.m. Eastern on the Power Coach Alishia page, which is facebook.com/Power Coach Alishia. I will be kicking off my very first live training masterclass for life coaching. So I hope you guys will be there next week. I don't know what the topic is. I mean, I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to do some great stuff. So Wednesdays won't be here live. I think Marcy will be live here Tuesday, Thursday. Wednesdays will be happening over on Unapologetically You. I think that's going to give you a good blend of business coaching and life coaching. I'm excited. I'm so freaking excited. So expect to see everybody you see. Expect to get the help, the badassery, the kickassery that you need to take your life and business to the next level. We're just shifting some things, making some space so we can do all the things. All right, guys. So click the link, go to powercoachalishia.com/start here. enter in your information. It's all free. So if you don't do it, it's your loss. Choose one track. Stick with it. If you choose bookings, don't do anything else. If you choose hostess coaching, gonna have to wait till we got it finished, but we have a holding pattern and we'll get you in as soon as it's done, right? So choose one thing. When you do your assessment, it will tell you what you need. If you score less than 3 points on that assessment, then you can go, I think it's less than 3 points, you'll choose the direct sales track. If it's more than 3 points, you have to choose the life track. I built that on purpose to help you get to where you need to be. I am so excited. The team is so excited. I hope you guys are excited. This is all just amazing news of how everything is bigger and better and more fab sauce and giving you more of what you need to succeed. So before I wrap up here, there's one more bit of news that I want to give you guys that I think is pretty freaking exciting. Now, I don't know how many of you guys on here who watch this on replay are in my Direct Sales Success Academy, but we're streamlining some things and tweaking it just a little bit. So the content inside the Academy is more bite-sized, easily able to digest and implement. So if you're not in the Direct Sales Success Academy, you should be. You can go to powercoachalishia.com under, I think it is coaching, and then choose Direct Sales Coaching, and there will be a link right there to the Direct Sales Success Academy information page, and you guys can, make your own decision from there. But for those of you guys that are in the Academy, if you missed my announcement in the group, we are going to be streamlining it. There will be more content in there, but in more bite-sized chunks to keep you on track. And it'll be rearranged just a little bit. So we've had a lot of conversation on this and we wanna make it better. And then we're moving to a fastest path to cash call. We used to do them all the time. They'll be on the 4th Monday of the month at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. 4th Monday of the month, starting in March at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, where you will still have that opportunity to submit for a rock seat. And the coaching team will be going over whatever, 3 main things that they want to talk about for that month. So the coaching team is Jana Nordenstrom and Marcy Jones. So that'll be really exciting because you've got Firecracker Jana and Sweet Lovey Marcy, and I think that the two of them really bring so much to my company's table and for your learning. I just can't wait to see what the two of them do and bring forth, and I know that you guys are going to love them. I'm going to start calling them the dynamic duo. I think the last thing that I want to mention is that Crystal's no longer with us. She has moved on to follow her dreams and the things that she wants to do. We wish her the best. We left on good terms. I talk to her almost every single day. So I did want to let you guys know that as well, so there's not like hush-hush question marks and bullshit. I always like to just put it out there. So thank you guys for being the best part of what we do, and we'll see you all around the Power Coach Alishia empire. Talk to you guys later. Bye.